Ford Field after the Packers' 24-20 victory over the Lions. Rob Demovsky with Pete Dougherty. And Pete, probably the most pressing concern out of this game is what do the Packers do with their kicking situation? They're in kind of a tough spot there, don't you think?
Yeah, Crosby's, I can't remember the exact numbers, at 5 of his last 13 or 6 of his last 13, I think it is. They got to be worried. It's pretty tough to make a change, especially with a guy you just gave the contract they gave him last year. There is Nate Kading out there, but I'd be pretty surprised if they made the change. But yeah, they got to be wondering what's going on with them.
I don't think they want to get into a situation where they're in a revolving kicker situation. Those are never good. The big question coming into this game is how the Packers defense would play without Clay Matthews. They were able to actually get some pressure, but those turnovers were probably the key plays. How did you think they held up?
The secondary actually played pretty well. I thought the pressure was real hit and miss. There were some, stretches or plays where they got pressure. There was a bunch of times though where Stafford had a lot of time to throw and even moved around and threw. So they definitely need. Matthews is their most important defensive guy.
The other big storyline heading into this one was the offensive line changes without Brian Bulaga, TJ Lang going from left guard to right tackle, Dietrich Smith playing at left guard. This is probably as tough a game as there is to be making those changes, considering the defensive front of the Lions. They had their way a little bit with them, and the offense struggled. But in the end, I guess it didn't really matter.
Lions probably have to feel pretty good about Nick Fairley. I think this has to be the best game. He's been a little bit of an underachiever for a year and a half now. Their season shot probably at 4-6, but the future still looks okay with him and Sue as the inside of their defensive line.
Well, that'll do it from Detroit. We'll see you again next week from New York.